Okay, we're going to take a look at Chainlink today and give you a price update given the recent price action that we've had where basically the whole market has completely shit the bed towards the back end of January, as if 2022 didn't start off bad enough for most of the coins, okay? You know, it's definitely taken the market with it when BTC broke 40k. So we're going to have a look at those key levels that we want to be looking out for Chainlink. If you like the video, please go ahead and drop me a like down below. Subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with daily updates on a lot of the other coins. This week has been a little bit hard for me to put some videos out, so sorry I haven't been able to do that. I have been doing taxes in the UK for my job and trying to keep on top of that. But yeah, we'll be getting back onto this for the coming week. So the last time we took a look at Chainlink, we were somewhere around this $27 mark and we were looking to hold that weekly support zone. Okay, and the one that we had just recently flipped as flipped the resistance as support, but like I said, as BTC came down, we essentially shit the bed and we've gone straight down back to our weekly support zone of about $15. This has been strong support. Okay, so you don't sell into strong support. Okay. If you're looking to take shorts or offload any positions, I'm not financial advice, right? But I would just wait and just be patient, okay? The market will typically reward you for being patient in the long run. Stop trying to play all these intra plays and trying to get too smart. But if you're looking to trade this, for example, when you're somewhere around this region over here, like $16 or whatnot, and you wanted to, you know, say that, you know, if we break down below $13, this is the way that I'd be reading it. Okay, if we break below this weekly support zone, we're moving down to the next level, which is going to be about $8 to $9. Okay, most likely. I don't think that we drop these lows and just come straight back up. I don't think that is very likely. So I just want to make you aware of that. So because I see BTC going lower, okay, in my opinion, I don't see why we get close to 30 and don't at least touch 30 or sweep the lows to take out some liquidity, create some really massive panic and fear. That might not happen for a few weeks, right? But if that does happen, just watch out for Link to move lower. So if we have a look at our VPVR, okay, which I do bring up quite a lot, but it is a really important tool, okay? And this is obviously when you're mapping technical analysis, you're essentially mapping people's emotions when it comes to price, and you're giving yourself higher probabilities of entry points and exit points, right? So you can see that we've got this low volume here at $14, $15, okay? And if we when we reach there, price doesn't hang around there for a long time, right? Where is the next one below that? Unsurprisingly, about $9. We can see this big low volume block over here coinciding with these big weekly wicks that we got back in 2020. So that would definitely be the next area that I'd be looking to go in. If, okay, we get a big quick move to the downside, okay, and I would say like in the next 1, 2, 3 weeks, and we go completely shit the bed and move down here, I think this will be an excellent buying opportunity. You can have me on record as saying that, okay? If Link reaches $9, okay, sometime we'll call it in February, okay, and we get some sort of capitulation and resolution to this big downtrend that we've had, I think it's an excellent buying opportunity. Now, there's no guarantees that you get there. Adding in these levels, I think, is completely fine. If you think Link is going to $100, $200, $150 and you're bullish on the asset, okay, in the long term, in my opinion, okay, just look to be adding in areas of value. And like I said, if you go back to some of the videos that I was talking about, Near, Luna, Phantom, all of these, go back and have a look at all the areas that I told you to buy at, okay, or at least to mark out. I said Luna, like $55, AVAX, $65, right? I was not telling you to buy those coins at highs, okay? I'm not trying to tell you that I have a crystal ball, right? But, you know, just look to add in areas of value. And if it goes a bit lower, consider yourself like an even luckier opportunity to buy coins for even cheaper, okay, where you can probably buy twice as much, okay, if you go even lower, okay? And just accept that this is how it works in crypto, right? You know, big moves to the downside, big moves to the upside. So that's pretty much that. And the other thing that I wanted just to note about this area is obviously we've got key weekly support, we've got low volume areas that we want to target, but also if we have a look at Link BTC, okay, and we bring that up, what we can see there as well, just get rid of the VPVR here, is we haven't quite tagged this weekly support zone over here, which is really, really important, okay? So that's about 3,600 sats. We're about 20% away from those levels at the moment. Now, if BTC was to drop also, just quickly flip over to BTC from here, from these levels down to 30K, 29K, that's another 22%. If we undercut the lows like I think we might, okay, and we go down to about that 25K level, okay, at 32, that would be essentially a 32% drop, okay. Now, if we extrapolate that from current prices, okay, and we say that if we get a 30% drop in BTC and about a 20% drop in Link BTC, okay, should that happen, just again, just be aware that that gives you a confluence of about 50% drop, takes you to about $8 to $9 there or thereabouts. So it takes you to this region. So definitely a region where I would say is a very, very good buying opportunity, okay, and essentially just draws out this reaccumulation phase, in my opinion, where essentially we're just, you know, we've had some big moves, but essentially we're just going sideways here. And if we come down here, tag these lows, it's just going to look something like that, in my opinion, where we're essentially just forming these ranges, and that's typically how Link's played out in the past. So just something to look out for, okay, for targets to the downside. That's basically all I'm looking at the minute. In the same way that we looked at 40K for BTC when that closed below, we closed below here at $13, $12 on like a higher time frame. Expect lower prices, okay, and then like I said, just look for buy entries at $9 around those areas if you can get it. I think that's going to be an excellent opportunity to add to stacking positions for Chainlink. So yeah, still seeing you know, higher price targets into the future. The when is always the hardest thing to predict, but you can definitely mark out those key levels that we want to be buying out for. And just to look out for that, you know, maybe if we did get some kind of quick capitulation in February, if that was to happen, okay, and we saw some sort of further weakness in the market, then if we do get some kind of bounce, just be aware, like I said, that, you know, Link does tend to have a little bit of a peaking out phase in those summer months, okay, as we've seen in the last 3-4 years. So if we were to come down here, I know this is maybe getting a little bit ahead of yourself, but if we do get some sort of a nice bounce between, you know, wherever this bottom is, whether we come out from the bottom here at $15 and we make that push higher to like $50, $100, because things can really, really quickly change in crypto really quickly. Sentiment changes on a dime, right? So something to look out for, that if we do move from here, or we move lower and then move higher, and we're maybe at some sort of peak phase in those summer months for Chainlink, just look for that as just an area, again, just to be taking maybe some off the table, even if we're not $200 or $100 or massive price targets. So just something to be aware of. So like I said, I'm just trying to keep you, you know, aware and on the right side of, you know, where the market might go. So if you like the update on Chainlink and where we're at the moment, hopefully, you know, that gives you something to work towards. So like I said, stronger weekly support, totally fine to add here in my opinion. The next move lower would be 8, and I think that we either bounce from here, move higher, or we bounce from $9 if we get some sort of capitulation. I don't think we go any lower than that. If we do, we're probably going to shit the bed and be in some real trouble, but until that happens, you don't need to think about that. So if you like the video, like I said, drop me a like, subscribe to the channel below. Peace out. I'll catch you in the next video.